You've built yourself quite the empire, Nox. Trading planets, running mining colonies across half the galaxy. It's impressive, but we both know that's not why you're here.
If this is about the tariffs on Nebula Route 42, I've already spoken with the Galactic Council.
This isn't about trade. This is about the 12 missing ships, colonial transports, people who trusted your name. Where did they go?
You think I misplaced a few ships? The galaxy's a big place, Agent. Accidents happen. Pirates, black holes, gravitational anomalies. The usual culprits. Not exactly in my control, wouldn't you say?
Don't play games. You know exactly what's going on. Systems are disappearing. Planets erased from charts. Entire populations vanishing without a trace. Your company is the only constant in every sector. So why don't you tell us what you're really doing out there?
You think I'm responsible for every dark corner of the universe? For the mysteries that have eluded your pitiful military force for decades? I built the future. I paved the way for progress. The weak get lost. It's the price of expansion.
Expansion or control? You're not building a company, you're carving out an empire. And the people, the lives, they're just fuel to keep your machine running.
You see, that's where you and I differ. I see the bigger picture. You cling to sentiment, to rules, and they make you weak. Evolution demands sacrifice. Progress isn't pretty. It's necessary. And whether or not you understand that, it won't change a thing.
Everyone good?
I don't see anything.
Man, I'm hungry. When do we eat? This is messed up, man.
I'm sorry.
Christ, we just got our squad leader!
So you knew that space cadet by the name of Ava Huxley. We are looking for her as she is wanted after the Eden Prime incident.
Ava Huxley. The name echoes through these halls. Once, she was a cadet bright, determined, burdened by the weight of legacy. Her father, Captain Elias Huxley, and her brother, Lieutenant Jack Huxley, both symbols of duty, honor, and sacrifice. They served the Galactic Fleet with unwavering loyalty until they were murdered. They say it changed her. Loss does that to humans. But for Ava, it was more than just grief. It was revelation. She wasn't like others. Her father's death was not an accident. It was planned, orchestrated. And her brother, he was no innocent victim. He knew too much. He saw too much. Ava sought answers, not justice answers. That is the distinction. Justice, in human terms, implies righting a wrong, but she knew there was no right. There was only the truth. The deeper she dug, the more she realized her family's murder wasn't about revenge. It was about power. Power hidden beneath the surface of galactic politics, stretching back generations, until it claimed those closest to her. When she discovered the conspiracy, when she uncovered the names, the face behind the order, she did what no soldier would. She did not bow to authority. She did not submit to the system that betrayed her. No, Ava Huxley came something else. A dust in the stars, a predator in the void. She hunted them, one by one, not with armor, not with those dwarfish she had to tie at. Oh, the cold fishes give someone with boss everything, and they left to lose. Her father and were mere casualties in a war game. She would not be. But what drives you into that point? Was it justice? Was it vengeance? No, it was survival. Ave learned that Dallas had no regard for loyalty, for righteousness. Only power thrive, and do